Damn. It's like Leandro's the Kevin of the show, but also has to be on a podcast. I mean, I guess, Kevin does do that sometimes. Shout outs to Kind of Funny.
He says quips here and there.
Yeah, true.
This is my...
do we want to start?
Yeah, let's do. We're started. We'll do.
Yeah. Actually, I learned that those clapper things they have in movies, it's to sync up the audio between movies and or between the recording of the camera and the recording of the microphones. That's what the clapper does.
I didn't know that.
You have a point where you can sync
where you
the
could just
audio and
notice
video.
it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I always figured it was just
the more you know.
I thought it was just some ambiguous job that they gave to somebody on the job set to let everybody know that it was starting, but I guess there is more to it.
Well, it also probably has that dual purpose.
Yeah, true. Definitely. Especially, it probably definitely evolved to that over the years.
Yeah. So did you write anything?
Nah, I didn't. I'm like the kid who comes to school the next day and starts to scramble and do their homework in the morning.
Definitely.
Sam uses Grammrly.
What's that?
What's wrong with Grammrly?
It tells you grammar. It's like a corrector for grammar and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like if you're an idiot like myself.
I could probably use that, but honestly, that sounds like a handicap, low key.
It's cheating.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, what do you want me to do?
Send real.
Do you want me to? If I didn't have Grammarly,
because spell check is already kind of cheating,
Yeah, but this isn't an ad. If I didn't have Grammarly, it would probably I would lose my job because they just do when I'm sending emails. There's so many little details that I miss. Yeah. So it's without Grammarly. We've got nothing.
Yeah. Right.
I'm true. I look like I've got the fifth grade grammar.
Word. I feel like if you receive an email, there's just a mistake in it. It's not a huge deal, but at the same time, it's oh, all right.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, you get some some. I don't know. You get some thoughts about that person. Yeah. You're like,
especially
I know what I'm dealing with.
I'm sending an estimate to somebody, and they're getting different estimates, and I've got an estimate from somebody who doesn't know how to use a fucking comma, and then I've got an estimate from people who actually know what they're talking about. It makes a difference.
Maybe let's just start with the news.
We should start a shout out.
It's time for the news.
R.I.P. DMX.
For some news.
R.I.P. DMX. It's fucked up.
A baker's dozen.
Does nobody care that DMX died? The fuck? I've said it 3 times now.
So, all right.
Should we talk about Prince Philip? Do we care more about him?
Nah. Fuck that old fuck. Look. Rest in peace, DMX.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to stop, drop, and open up shop now?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, cheers.
Yeah, cheers
to DMX.
Wait, also cheers to Devante, our first guest on the pod.
Thanks for having me. That's a lot of clacking.
Yeah.
But R.I.P. to the dog.
What?
But so I guess to start off, we could talk about what DMX was to you, if he was anything at all.
Yeah.
But he's definitely for me personally, one of the biggest childhood rappers.
Yeah.
When you think of 90s hip hop, he's up there with Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac, Snoop Dogg, etc., etc.
Yeah,
for sure.
When I am not to cut you off, I mean, when I think of DMX, I think he's got probably the most legendary live concert moment ever recorded. That video of him, and I think it's at a concert in Africa that's got over 150,000 people.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't think I've seen that one.
You never seen that video?
It's insane. No. It's literally just a wave of white people.
Yeah, you've never you've never seen more people at a single concert before. It's crazy.
Yeah, and they're just going crazy for him. It's Pop Jam.
Yeah.
But I always have this funny story that I tell about how me and a group of friends are at my friend's house, and we were hanging out with these girls from NYU, a couple of years younger than us, and we were listening to music. I was playing music from one of my old Apple Music playlist, straight heat.
The best playlists. I used to use them all the time.
So I had like a lot of like 90s, early 2000s rap on one playlist, and we were listening to DMX. But like we were also talking about around like that time, hip hop was still in like its mumble rap phase. So one of these girls is just like,
it kind of is still.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely gotten out of it. Like I can't really think of any. Yeah. Like Migos gonna make a comeback. I feel it. The Culture 3 gonna be good.
I hope so.
But
Quavo's great.
No, I mean
Takeoff's kind of gone.
That like one song that leaked or like they put out or whatever. I think it leaked. I guess it sounded fire.
Yeah, but so, DMX.
Raising hope. Listening. But yeah, with the story. Sorry.
It's so easy to get sidetracked.
One of these girls.
That's the hard part. You'll come to learn.
Yeah.
Well, one of these girls just doesn't really listen to rap. You know what I mean? Like, but she had the audacity to say, "Oh, like, like real rap like isn't a thing anymore. Like rapper these days, like they aren't like they used to be." Mind you, we're like listening to DMX. And you just hear like where my dogs at, like, shit, like saying every curse in the book, like just DMX shit. And she's like, you see, like this isn't real rap. And like I'm on the couch with like Dan and like Rob, and I look at Rob and I'm like dying. Like I cannot believe this girl said that DMX isn't real rap. I'm like, bro, this is the epitome of rap. Yeah, like you cannot get more real than like DMX.
Peak hype.
Yeah, exactly. It's just some funny shit. Like I love telling that story.
I know he wasn't like a drill rapper, but like as far as like somebody getting hype, like
DMX best workout music.
Yeah, like I mean. It's in every play. It's in all of my workout playlists, no matter what genre it is. It's just so damn good.
Who would have thought that a guy that makes dog noises?
We got the shaka in that, so Sam doesn't need the mic anymore.
Yeah, I got you guys.
I have the sign. It's a shaka. We just go. So.
He was only 50 years old. Also,
yeah, it was a drug overdose, right? I wonder on what.
Yeah. Well, it was just like he's relapsing pretty much. Yeah. Like he's been struggling with it for so long, and
so many people.
Yeah,
so many celebrities.
Yeah,
but he was doing fine. Like recently, like he like ever like follow him. Excuse me, sorry. He's been doing better, but I guess he just couldn't beat the urge.
Yeah,
and
it's kind of crazy that even when you're in the limelight, you could have like all of the resources. Not that he was like had resources, because he was broke.
He was broke. Yeah,
like. Yeah. You could have all of these resources and still be like completely broken, Yeah. Almost every famous celebrity kind of goes through it at some point.
Yeah.
Right, right.
It's like very rare that you see someone just like...
I feel like it's more often than not.
Almost. Right. Yeah.
Celebrities on drugs or something.
Yes.
Like some kind of vice.
I mean, look, it's a crazy world. Like one of our friends, Chance, he said that he heard that... Shout out to Chance. But he said that he heard the reason why he started smoking like crack and shit like that is because...
Why Chance started smoking crack?
No. While DMX started smoking...
Chance smokes crack?
Well, there's a revelation every day. maybe that could be a new one.
Wow.
Breaking news. You heard it here first. But he said that he heard that like one of DMX's like when he was young, like 16 or something, one of these older guys he trusted and looked up to gave them like laced weed, and that's what started the downward spiral.
Yeah, all it kind of takes for someone to like want to do another type of drug is just like for someone slightly older to like things show you that that's cool, and like then you just do it. You know. I mean, like, that's how, like, I feel like smoking weed starts for most people.
Yeah.
You're, like, around...
You're young and you're impressionable. So,
exactly.
So, it can happen. Anything could happen at that point.
Yeah. Weed's kind of funny, though, because I feel like you'll meet kids growing up, and then you'll reach a certain age, and then they're potheads, and it's like, you kind of saw it coming.
Yeah.
I definitely saw that with some of my friends.
Yeah. Did you see me becoming a pothead?
No, not really.
Not as much.
I feel like I
you definitely exceeded expectations.
That's fair. That's fair.
If there were any, you definitely exceeded. Fair. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I was younger, I would say like, "Oh, I'm never gonna drink or smoke," and look at me now.
Oh yeah.
At one point, I was a borderline alcoholic, and I used to smoke like a lot. But
it's definitely apparent in some kids, like, "Oh, this kid's clearly gonna be an idiot stoner." You know what I mean? But like, again, like. People who kind of use weed as like this, no, it's not an addictive. It's not addictive. It's not like a gateway drug. I mean, that's not true. It definitely has like a lot of addictive like properties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can withdraw from weed. Like if I would stop going like a night or two without it, like I could feel the actual urge to eat.
The sobriety just hitting you
right.
so hard.
Oh, dude, it's horrible.
Yeah, you might not be like fucking sweating balls or something like
you could die
itching and shit, but like you
really
want
to be high.
Yeah, exactly. You want that urge to get high. Like,
and
I feel that.
It's like a chemical thing too. It's like building up in your brain, and it's probably like all you're thinking about is like I want to smoke. And I feel like anyone who's like had to like stop smoking weed for a job and like for like a few weeks at any point could relate to it. Mm-hmm. It's like you know that this isn't the last time you're gonna smoke weed, so it's like why now? Why am I stopping? And it's like I could smoke, and it's self-control and things like that, but. Right. It goes back to just who you are and like if you're impulsive or not. Right. You know, you can control things.
Yeah. I just don't see how though like you can. Let's say you smoke a lot and you become a stoner. I don't see how that leads to you smoking crack unless something's laced with it or something like that.
Right.
You know? Like it doesn't. I can't see it leading as much. Though.
Well, it depends who you're around.
Yeah, it depends, and also depends on like the person because like some people use it. Yeah, like some people use it to like, like I want to try weed. I want to try whatever like shrooms.
The samplers.
Then it goes on to like coke and then like LSD, whatever.
Never
like,
do those.
Yeah, you know, it keeps going. And sometimes like a lot of people you just can't stop. You like.
Well,
if you have an addictive personality, probably stay away from those drugs. But
well.
You know.
Yeah, definitely stay away from those drugs if you have an addictive personality. Just stay away from drugs in general. Go read a book. Go for a run.
Play some video games.
Play some video games.
Video games are addicting. That's my drug.
Play anything fun recently?
I'm addicted to Monster Hunter Rise on the Switch. It just came out like about 2.5 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago.
He's our first guest.
I'll give you a quick summary of the game. By the way, I have like 50 hours in already. It's my life at home right now. But essentially, it's just this game where you play as a monster hunter, very true to the title. You go out, hunt monsters, either kill or capture the monsters, carve them for parts, and make armor and weapons out of it. Yeah. And then that's just the gameplay loop. Like some pieces are rarer than others, and that's the grind. Yeah, that's the grind. You gotta I gotta kill the same monster 5 times in a row. Like I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And it's so much fun.
What if that was real life?
If that was real life at one point, I'm sure. You know,
not like you kill monsters. Like if somebody dies, you could just like upgrade your body with their body.
Huh. Yeah, that's definitely a thought.
Like what if, God forbid, LeBron died in a car accident? God forbid.
I'm sure a lot of people would be fighting over those body parts.
I would like a LeBron rib or two. Like I feel like it would give me some extra vertical, like a +2 vert.
Right.
I mean, whoosh. I mean, no. It's not like. Yeah, I guess you just gotta loot LeBron after he dies. Dude, hopefully that's no time soon.
You just gotta, well, LeBron's not dying anytime soon. He's in the factory right now getting repaired.
Yeah, I need that ASAP though. I need that repair ASAP. Him and AD.
What is he? 36.
Yes, 36 years old. Specimen. Yeah, peak human. Speaking of super soldiers, like earlier, LeBron is a super soldier.
I'm so nervous about this season. This season is so nerve-wracking.
Captain America? Or
No.
Basketball.
NBA.
Oh yeah. NBA.
First of all, congratulations to your Knicks. They are
Thank you.
competitive team, and they're actually pretty fun to watch until it gets to the fourth quarter.
Yeah. For sure.
Shout outs to Julius Randle, my Laker boy, all grown up, killing it for me on fantasy. Besides that, like the season is kind of frustrating right now. Me as a Laker fan, I have a lot of big injuries.
Lakers won a championship, by the way.
I know, but we want to go back to back. We always want more.
The Knicks haven't won anything in my life.
It's fine, but I feel that, but you got things to worry about, like the Nets are definitely
that's what scares me. Is I couldn't imagine a world where the Nets won the championship and more people become Nets fans.
I don't think if they won though, I don't think it would lead to. I don't know. I just don't know any Nets fans. Everybody's
right. I know one or two.
From New Jersey.
Yeah, I know a few. Like legit Nets fans.
I was gonna say, like, do you think that the Nets winning the championship would make the big three over there more or less validated? Like, I feel like they would feel less validated.
They're at an all-time low. Nobody respects that
nobody.
Team.
As individuals, they're like more than respected.
Yeah,
but
are they? KD is not respected. Kyrie's not respected. Blake Griffin is looking like a fool right now, tanking his time in Detroit,
right?
And all of a sudden he's playing like he's on the Clippers again.
Yeah, I think everybody respects their game, but like not their moves. Like I just really going to the Nets.
Nobody really likes their personality either.
I just can't believe they got Aldridge and Blake Griffin as if they were afterthoughts.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, I don't think they're. If I had to put money on it, probably won't. But if I had to, I don't think they're going to win anything this year.
Seriously.
They feel really similar to the Clippers last year, where it was like this crazy-ass team that came together and was still getting like really valuable pieces.
I can agree with that, but it's like if the three of them are healthy and you just throw in Blake and Aldridge and Harris, right. I mean, that's such a squad,
Yeah.
I mean, they still didn't fix their defense problem, but
that's
that's why like if it came down to like a fully healthy Lakers squad versus a fully healthy Nets squad, I would pick the Lakers.
I would also pick the Lakers
because Lakers play excellent on both ends of the floor.
But the Lakers are so far from fully healthy right now. Yeah. It's scary.
Yeah. I mean, hey, LeBron should be back somewhat soon. We just got to make it to the playoffs. Like, I don't care if it's the 8th seed. We just got to...
Oh, you'll make the playoffs. I don't think that's the issue.
Yeah, the West is kind of a mess right now.
The Knicks actually have to worry about it.
You guys should be fine, honestly. I mean... what do you think the problem is? Like, how do you guys not finish out these games sometimes? Like,
we just don't have the guy. We just don't have the guy, I think.
When you have Elfrid Payton in the fourth.
Oh, my God. Elfrid Payton, if you're watching this, leave New York. Just get out.
Yeah.
Just give Emmanuel quickly and Frank. Frank has no more minutes. When Payton was out and Frank was playing,
he's playing so well.
He was playing well, but now he doesn't even see the light of day.
Yeah.
You know? I always see him in his like jumper suit or whatever.
Yeah, the sweatsuit.
Just on the sideline, him and Knox. To think that they were players at some point, you know what I mean?
They were both top 10 NBA picks.
Yeah.
It's like back-to-back years, that's what you use your picks on. You know?
Probably see Obi Toppin on the floor more than now at this point.
Definitely, actually. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up such.
Obadiah Toppin. I don't even hate Obi. I like him. It's just he's not all there yet. But again, he's playing behind Randall, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Randall is he's our guy right now.
Randall is the guy. He's the best thing we've had since Melo. Statistically, and he's an all-star.
Imagine those words being said last year. I could not.
Yeah, people hate.
Last year, Mook was your go-to guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy to think of.
Quickly.
Yeah, that was the greatest Knicks trade in the last 20 years. Was literally trading Mook for the first-round pick, and now that first-round pick turned into Emmanuel Quickly.
I always like thinking about the fact that like you guys had. Marcus Morris, and as like your number one pretty much at that point.
Yeah, he was basically the number one option.
And then he gets traded to the Clippers, and he doesn't even see playing time sometimes. You know what I mean?
Some games,
it's always it's weird. Basketball is weird. Our sports are weird.
Yeah, crazy.
UFC is the best right now. I love it so much. I love how quickly it grows. It's growing every day.
Weird. You really got me into it. Like now, I recently subscribed to the MMA subreddit, so now I'm always seeing stuff. And the more I absorb, the more I'll just be more and more interested in it.
Good shit.
Yeah.
That's like the best way to get into something. Honestly.
Just smoke a
for sure.
Joining that subreddit.
Smoke illegal
subreddit. It's over. It's like
yeah.
I was gonna say smoke a legal doobie and go down a subreddit. That's probably a great thing.
Yeah, I mean, people are always posting like older fights and stuff, so I just be watching
they have
shit.
clips. They have great clips.
Yeah, great clips.
Have you ever gone on that?
I've gone on the MMA subreddit, but I've never like gone on it frequently. You know, I don't even have a Reddit account.
Yeah,
but I probably should.
I remember when I took
Reddit's
that
a rabbit hole.
It is a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's
a great rabbit hole. It's a rabbit hole.
I mean, it has pros and cons, but like if you're into something and you really want to learn more about it and stuff, it's like it's perfect for that. Like those niches, like anything you want to get into, you go into the subreddit. It's like
that's the best part. You'll be hard pressed to find look for something that doesn't have a subreddit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
The last time I used Reddit for something was to build my computer desk. That's how I'm such a boomer though. I barely use the computer.
That sounds like more of like a YouTube kind of thing.
Yeah, I know. I do, honestly, I like to
read
read
the manual.
Sometimes. Yeah.
More like e-manual. Quickly.
Oh, dude, that was so funny. so funny, dude.
Thank you.
We look so comfortable on this couch, and honestly, is really comfortable. Like this fits the three of us pretty damn well.
Yeah. You know, I'm pretty big dude, but
no, we're three pretty small.
Leandro has space.
Yeah. We're three pretty petite men.
Yeah,
petite. Nice.
Like if this was a New York City subway car right now, it would be completely unethical.
Oh yeah.
You remember pre-COVID, the thought of like this is something that doesn't exist anymore. Like the issue of three people sitting on a subway cart now.
Yeah,
that's like. There's you're over here, and someone tries to squeeze in the middle.
Yeah.
Like nobody does that anymore.
Yeah.
No, nobody likes to sit next to each other in a subway.
But like actually now, it's like, yeah, you get near me, you get fucking COVID.
Yeah. Before it was like somebody sat and like they were shoulder to shoulder, and then you do like the lean forward. And
Yeah.
Now it's like I saw this one lady sit like 2 feet away from this other lady, and she like shuffled away. It was like mad passive aggressive.
I was gonna say, is manspreading encouraged on subways now because it like kind of keeps people social away from each other? It's like manspreading is a social distancing maneuver. It predates social distancing.
Word. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm gonna say it's valid. Yeah, perfectly valid. Yeah. But to be honest, I haven't really been in a crowded subway in a long time.
Yeah,
because when I was working. And the hours I would work, subway was like never crowded. Or like when you're coming from 96th Street and you're at the very start of the train, you always get a seat. Like you're always chilling. Like, so I haven't really thought about that. But I mean, in high school, oh my God, those getting on the train at like 86 in Central Park West to go to school.
It doesn't even happen anymore.
Oh, bro, talk about cramped. Like,
oh yeah, you would squeeze.
It was crazy.
You'd be like, there would be like 3 more people squeezed in between us.
Yeah.
You ever see the videos, like those subways in like Japan or China? I'm not sure. Where they just got like officers.
Yeah, they have regulators like to push people in and squeeze it. Like
it's fucking crazy
shit.
So nuts.
I would literally turn around and start punching that guy if he dared push me into his. I would just wait for the next one.
It's just so orderly.
Yeah,
I don't know which one of it.
It's also kind of interesting to think about like Japanese trains because they also have from my understanding, they have like a high suicide rate, so they always have like cops and stuff to like monitor people that are going to try to jump on the tracks and shit like that.
Does Japan have a higher suicide rate than America?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Could you pull that up for me, Leo?
Considerably smaller, so
I can't find my mouse.
Yeah, it is considerably smaller. Maybe like the per, what is it, like suicide per capita. Well, that's not funny.
We have color for humor here, I guess.
The first Google will be the Japan suicide rate. But yeah. Anyways, while Leandro looks that up, how was your week, Leandro?
My week was good. Pretty long, but got it done. And then
we're here now.
Now we're here, yeah. My boss does this thing. I mean, he's a fantastic boss, but he's always like, let's try to get this done by today. And it's like, no, like, don't do it. at like 3 p.m. or like when? Like 4 or 5.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Like,
what
let's
the
try to
hell?
get this done by today. I'm just like, damn it.
Salary.
So he, I think, is on like some sort of family thing or something in India. And so he has no concept of what time it is.
Oh, so he's in India.
Yeah, working from home.
Wow.
Yeah, he might have to come back early though. But,
That's crazy. How? So he must. What's the time difference?
it's like 8 hours or something like that. Yeah, so he works until like 4 or something. Kind of
Jeez.
crazy. All right, so
8-hour time difference.
dude, Jamie is a pro.
Yeah, I don't know how Jamie. Well, Jamie's also not talking.
That's true.
True.
You know, it makes it
Word.
harder
Don't
for you.
get off your high horse, Jamie.
Yeah, fuck you, Jamie. Just kidding, Jamie. We love you.
I wonder if he's ever guested on a pod.
I'm sure he's been around, but he's also got like one of the better jobs. Like I feel like on Earth.
Right.
Well, Joe Rogan makes it difficult. 1.5% of deaths.
Put the suicide doors up.
Oh no, that's not it.
Those suicides on the tour.
And then after this, Leandro, find out how many people who committed suicide while watching Suicide Squad.
There's probably.
I should have done that.
There's probably a good amount of people that have.
Right, here we go. Suicide rate in the world by
Ooh.
country.
Damn.
Japan. There we go.
Japan's
Number 30.
And we're 34. Huh.
Wait. No, we're. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
34.
we're 34.
Wow.
Nice.
So Japan's a little worse. So why is it that Japan gets so much flack for being like a high suicide rate country when
I guess because it's so developed.
Maybe it's more
That's
widely
true.
known.
Yeah,
What's number
South
one?
Korea is pretty high.
It's also kind of
Yeah,
like
Russia's number 3.
because you know how like they have like
Really
the
cold in
suicide forest and stuff like that.
And number
Yeah.
1 in males. Yeah, that makes sense. It's number 1 in males. Wow. So for every... Wow, that's crazy. And number 1 in
I
women.
wonder what counts as suicide though, because they do crazy shit in Russia.
Yeah.
Pop buildings and snow piles. I wonder if that counts as suicide.
Dude, I saw a video of these Russian guys. Like they like took like jumper cables and they took it to this guy's. You saw that,
saw
right?
that.
And he jumped off the roof.
Oh
Those were,
yes,
like,
I saw that.
V-cups.
Oh my god!
Right.
Absolutely.
Maybe Derek Lewis was the one that posted.
Yeah, Derek Lewis did post it.
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
might have saw it
Meat
from
hooks around
Reddit.
his
But
ass.
Yeah, he is okay.
that is no.
They meat hooked his ass and he jumped and like bungee corded off of it. Oh, my cheeks. Ugh.
Bro,
It's just
that's just
insane.
built differently. Like,
Yeah, those Russians they drink vodka like it's water. It's in my blood. I'm Russian,
Yeah.
technically.
Oh, shit.
huh? Sounded very Count Dracula. I like that.
Nico, let's go bowling.
Those guys.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
What was what else we?
yeah, how did we get to the
What do we have?
suicide?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how it. Yeah, let's
scroll down a
switch
little
it over.
bit.
You
Found a
know.
Florida woman who coughed on cancer patient. It's 30 days in jail.
Could you imagine that?
How do you do that in a COVID world? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
That's like being doubly dickhead. You know, like
Yeah.
coughing on somebody, but coughing on a cancer patient.
Yeah.
It's like, doesn't she have it rough already?
Yeah, like, come on.
Could you imagine being a deranged woman, and your like first target of like to cough on people is like Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Facility, like.
Oh, God.
Mom.
Yo, shout outs to the lady that used to spit on the Upper East Side.
Oh my god.
I wonder what she's doing in the COVID world.
She died.
Oh,
No, wait, really?
Didn't she die a while back and
No,
they
I
had a
don't think
memorial
so.
for her?
There
was like an
Who would go?
that kind of sounds
Cough on
familiar.
everybody.
I remember seeing
I
yo.
don't know.
Google Upper East Side spitting lady dies. Okay,
Please.
because Upper East Side spitting lady dies. I'm positive. East Side Spitting.
Oh,
lady.
Google, no.
Bad.
Back to her disgusting antics.
No. She's not back.
She's back from the dead.
Is she not dead?
No, she's not dead.
My God. She has the time stone.
That's wild.
Yeah, she was a sick fuck.
You think she's just spitting into her mask now?
Dude, there's just no way she can do that now, right?
Yo, honestly, I think we were talking about it on the walk here, Devante. Wait, no. You did say this where it's like, do you ever find yourself wearing your mask and you don't even notice some of the dumb shit you're doing with your mouth?
Yeah.
Like you're just like, you'll have your mask on, you'll just be like,
just be sitting there like,
Dude, yeah. My mouth was, I think it's just like subconsciously trying to hold the mask.
Yes, I think it is.
I'm just like,
but
it could be.
I'm like gleeking.
When I listen, wait, you may do that again. You got an underbite,
You got like your jaw just out forward. That's exactly what I do.
I was gonna say, I definitely notice when I'm listening to like podcasts and stuff, and I have a mask on, like I'm like more. I have more expressions. Like I'm definitely like laughing more, and like because I feel like I'm like nobody sees dick anyway. You know, I might as well.
Or like my nose twitches for something. I'm just like.
Oh, I do that one. The
little Mickey
flare,
Mouse.
flare.
Flare. Like, Caesar is home.
You had a problem with our Planet of the Apes debate last week.
Oh yeah, shout outs to that first episode. Very good until it got to that point, and then but you guys recovered at the end.
Oh, it's up.
But
what triggered you? I wasn't sure if it was a bad movie and it triggered you, or if you actually like really enjoyed the whole series and stuff.
Because you guys were like, the first one was good, but I don't need to see the other ones type shit. Like, like they, movie franchise is bad.
Yeah.
But little do these idiots know, the second and third movies are even way better than the first movie.
Wow.
In that trilogy. And the director, Matt Reeves, is doing the next Batman movie, which I'm extremely excited for. So I'm a big fan of his. And not to mention, you guys shat on franchises in general, like it's a kind of a new thing.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was that you guys are talking about Planet of the Apes,
I did find this out.
which is like one of the OG like huge franchises that spanned like 5 movies back in like the 70s and shit.
Reality's just a suggestion here. It's nothing's really real.
Nothing's real. This mic, imaginary.
Say a bunch of dumb shit and it just comes out, and I hope it sounds good enough for people not to go on Google and figure out if it's true or not.
It's alright. It was all in the brain.
Yeah, it's all in the noggin.
But what is this article? Florida. Yeah, we'll go back to it.
We can go back to the Florida thing. Looks like she.
What would your first
reaction? Customer at a store. She probably saw she was like bald and had no eyebrows and was like perfect.
Jesus Christ! Could you imagine what would your first reaction to be if you saw like a crazy woman getting ready to come towards you and cough?
Yeah.
Swing.
I would kick. I think our first reaction would be to kick. The spitting lady, yeah, but not in the COVID world.
That's true.
She hasn't been spitting in COVID world.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but you can hear the spitting lady from like 2 blocks down.
Yeah.
You cross that goddamn street.
You get out
That triggered me.
She would scream.
Yeah, she would literally.
Yeah, she wasn't all spit. She was scream.
She would erupt.
Mm-hmm. She was literally just screaming at the top of her lungs.
Different.
Sometimes I feel bad for homeless people, especially
that is,
the crazy ones.
I was just gonna say that is an Upper East Side staple. Just like you remember the gay black guy, the homeless dude that used to be in the what park is that behind ESMS? Old ESMS?
Oh, the one right on the hill? Oh, no, old ESMS, John Jay.
John Jay, yeah.
Yeah, I remember
used
the
to be
dude
here all the time.
You know what's
talk to us.
A staple of the Upper East Side, which is gone, unfortunately, was Jackson Hole.
Yes.
I miss that place so much. I miss
going there after school.
I
remember that. I feel like that was one of the first times I ever like saw you. Like I think it was like you, your little brother, and your dad.
Yo.
And I think I've told you this, but I always thought that you were Spanish.
As most people.
Kind of
Yo, you want to hear a really funny story? My friend, shout out my friend Andres. We were like in Binghamton, first day of classes, and we had a statistics class together. And he like comes over to me like unknowingly, and like in Binghamton, it's like a predominantly white school, but like again, like I look Spanish. Most people think I look Spanish in the first impression. My friend Andres is Spanish, so he like comes and sits next to me, and he looks and he goes, "Hey, good to know that there's another Spanish guy in this school." And I'm like, "Oh, sorry, dude, I'm not Spanish."
Bro, you should have let that ride. You should have been like, said some shit in Spanish real quick.
like, ¿qué? But no, I always ride him for that. It's mad funny.
That's funny as shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty ambiguous. You are too, Leandro.
What do you mean?
Pretty like ethnically ambiguous.
Yeah. I've gotten everything. I've gotten Russian.
I was gonna say people don't. Yeah, you kind of got like the Lex Friedman vibe. Right now, you look OD like Lex Friedman.
Yeah, you think so?
With the suit and tie.
If you're listening, I have a suit.
Yeah,
I don't have a suit. Just like a button down with a tie.
Button down tie. Leandro's ready to kill somebody with his
For
tie.
our audio listeners out there.
For our audio listeners, if you're out there, word.
Yeah, for our audio listeners, how many people do you think have listened on Spotify right now?
I know at least one person. Korn was like, he told me he tuned in on Spotify. So
shoutouts to Korn.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what's crazy about Korn? And we could just say Korn because it doesn't mean anything to anybody besides Korn. With Korn, like, we used to live directly. This
is a fun story.
Yeah. We used to live directly across the street from each other on 82nd Street, where he still lives, I'm pretty sure. And our windows were like perfectly aligned, like high enough up where we could just see right across from each other. And we used to legitimately try to get a connection good enough with our Game Boy SPs with the things where you had to plug into the top of them to trade.
Yeah, the wireless.
Right, the wireless thing. And we would try to trade from across the windows, and it would be so fucking funny.
Did it ever work?
No, it never worked. It was
you're supposed to, honestly, you're supposed to be like
as close as possible. Yeah. But I remember we used to do funny shit. I don't remember exactly, but like we could just see each other.
It was like the same thing as like the infrared connectivity of like the DS and stuff like that. That's a throwback. Right. I forgot about those things because I remember I had two because I bought both Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Oof, nostalgia.
And they came with them.
Nostalgia just kicked
on some thick ass boxes.
The best Yo,
those cases or those boxes are so cool. Honestly, I kind of wish they didn't come in cardboard because like I would want to keep those. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's something about early 2000s, late 90s, just packaging in general. I say this a lot, like just like the
Emerald had like that sparkly,
or like even like just the artwork in general. I feel like it was just so unique to its time. Whereas now everything, I guess I'm speaking so generally. Everything is so
at a box and like
everything is so blech. Yeah. Everything is so one.
A lot of video games,
no uniqueness.
Like follow the same template for like a cover. Like protagonist in its dead center with like environment, like or some shit like that. But then you also have like a lot of other stuff uses like very like everything is minimalist now. You know what I mean, like
all the corporate logos going minimalist.
Remember, I think I sent that video.
That video is goated.
That is great.
I had saw that video before you sent it because YouTube just recommends me all this shit now. So I watched it and I was like, I mean, I've already seen a bunch of edits using that scene from Incredibles. But that one was so good.
Dead. Yeah, and then it's like each logo's like minimalized, minimized, or whatever it is.
And then it would be funny when like something would get changed twice, like Firefox. Got changed twice.
But speaking of logos just changing, wasn't IHOP just supposed to be IHOB, or was that just like a marketing joke gone bad?
What was the B
International House of Burgers? Do you not remember when they were supposed to change?
That sounds really familiar.
IHOP for like a brief period, like
turned to IHOP.
Yeah, they turned to IHOP, and then they started promoting this like burger menu. Do you not?
They do have a lot of burgers on their menu. So.
They probably tried to like wash this from history because this was like something that definitely happened and had a loud reaction from people on social media.
Right.
But it's bad branding. They flipped the P to a B, and now it's just whatever.
Yeah. Can't do that.
Wait for me to kill the mood, anyways.
You're good. Don't worry about a thing.
I am fucking tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long week for you too.
Long week. I really want to live on a beach. Mm-hmm. I just love the idea of just being able to like end your day and go on to like a little anywhere, like back of your building, back of your pool. Yeah. Just walk onto the beach, you know. It's just so pleasant.
Get some sand in your toes.
Yes, and feel a little girly.
And then wash them off.
Speaking of toes, I would get a pedicure for sure.
I just got a mani-pedi.
Really?
Like 2 weeks ago, my second one.
Oh my god, how was it?
I highly recommend it. It's
really?
very. I mean, hey, the person that did my feet left half my feet on the floor, but that shit was worth it. It's so nice. Like it's nice. Like. You know, you can actually go outside. I could walk my dog in my slippers. You know what I mean? With no socks on.
Take your dogs out.
No. I don't know about that. No feet fetish here. You know?
You go to the Patreon for that one.
And same thing with like my nails. It's a little fading and like I got the puppies growing.
They look good.
They do look
yeah,
good.
they glisten and they glisten. You know.
Damn,
shit,
honestly,
amazing. What the hell?
that makes me really we should get one,
bro. I'm so with it to make it like a monthly or like every 2 month thing.
Why don't men do it more often? Is it
bro,
like
because men are just disgusting fucks. You know what I mean? We watch a lot of box opening videos nowadays or pack openings. And we see these dudes with the grimiest, crustiest hands. I'm like,
oh my god!
Like it's part of your brand to be on screen and showing your fingers. Like, get those shits cleaned up, bro. It's like $60.
Yo, it's really, dude. It's way cheaper anywhere else outside of the city. I bet.
Oh yeah, I bet.
We pay a premium.
The first time I did it, my mom paid for my birthday, and that shit cost like $100 and something because she got me like some extra shit on top of it. And then I also got a back massage. And that was pretty poggers.
I could use a little massage ski.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if like I know we were talking about this earlier, but like, you know, what if you could choose to have superpowers, but like you can't specifically choose what superpower it is. So like you could get like something like, you know, the ability to fly any amount of distance as fast as you want, or like you can just choose how long your toenails are, short or long.
Oh my god, that would be the worst.
So it's just random.
That's like the My Hero Academia like law of like quirks and powers, where it's like they're kind of just an extension of people instead of like people getting abilities, and like so sometimes people just get really like random shit.
Yeah, so, like they'll just have like a horn or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Then other people will have like super strength and like ability to control electricity.
Right. Yeah.
I would be so tight if like all of my friends had cool powers.
Yeah, that sucks. Bro.
And like I just had like 25/20 vision. Yeah. like I just had slightly better vision than better perfect vision.
For a while they think you're just powerless, and they're like, oh wait, no, hold on. You can see really well. He's like out of one of those eyes.
He's like,
look at you. You got your powers.
We're on a road trip. He's like, what exit 68?
It's like having like a Sharingan in one eye. Although that sounds cooler than having 25/20 vision.
The ability, my superpower is the ability to be really rational. Like, come on, guys! I'm sure we could settle this in a completely understandable way.
Yeah, but then nobody ever is gonna. Everybody's just gonna be like, "Shut the fuck up!" Nobody wants to hear. I'm being irrational right now. I don't want to hear your rationale for this for this situation. But actually, that's a good topic. What would you guys like to have as superpowers? That's like a standard one. Ooh. But I feel like it says a lot about a person sometimes.
Oh, of course, I go first. That's a tough question. Probably something simple, just like invisibility would be pretty useful, I would assume.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Leandra's a pervert.
Shit. No, I didn't think this through.
You know, What was Kilgrave's in Jessica Jones? That dude that is a really practical elite power to have.
He can manipulate people to do whatever he wants them to.
Yeah, he was like a master manipulator.
Word.
That sounds worse.
You know?
Yeah, it's way worse.
Not gonna lie, Sam, that was a horrible. Like honestly, you could have worded that way better. Like to make it sound valid.
Yo,
like,
but I don't care because like he was legitimately, it was the most realistic superpower that you could just blend into everyday life.
Word, but he was a horrible person and did really fucked up shit to people.
Yeah, he did have his parents kill each other, so that was pretty bad.
You know, also did some really questionable things to women.
Okay, yeah. Aside from, I wanted to just I wanted to have a bank teller give me $1 million. That's all I wanted. I didn't think that far.
It could be kind of like
you have that power.
And demonetized.
Now we made it the first 5 minutes. You can say whatever you want.
If I had a power, it would time manipulation. That's just too good.
Mm-hmm.
Stop time and go forward. Time. You know, you can just do it.
Oh, that's
anything.
So
that's such a good one.
Yeah.
If I pat myself on the back, as I say,
time manipulation. Like, would you have the time stone or just the ability to just snap your fingers and turn back time?
Where you like are back and you see yourself in the past, or like it's still you in your body?
Yo, honestly, I was just thinking more of I could, if say right now I could just stop time, everything stops moving around
Malcolm in the
me.
middle.
Yeah,
Click.
Malcolm in the middle. Yeah,
freeze.
Quick.
Now you see here, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
You might be wondering how.
Or I could just. I mean, I want it all. Maybe it's greedy because I want the full package. I want to go back and forth in time too, but
kill baby Hitler.
Nah, we'll leave him.
Yeah, you gotta leave baby Hitler.
You know,
I don't think you kill him.
We don't get I don't. Who knows where we would be without him? Yeah, exactly.
You just don't know. You're too much time. It's just history. You know. I don't think I hate the if you could go back in history and change one thing question. I don't think you can.
Just leave it.
I think go back in time and ask a person a question. That's a different story. Or if you could go back in time and have dinner with one person ever, who would it be? That's a good question.
I'm okay.
That's a great answer.
Good answer.
I would go back in time and have dinner with Rob Dyrdek.
He's still alive.
Oh, shit. Rob Dyrdek's alive too? This is the most informing podcast I've ever
What you could say,
okay,
go back in time. Go back in time and when Rob and Big were at their peak. I want to be on that fucking show. I want to be on that fucking show.
That was one of the best TV shows ever.
Yeah.
Who would you pick, man, Joe?
Probably, I don't know. Anyway, alive or dead, right?
Yep.
I don't know my history that well.
I think my real answer would probably be John F. Kennedy.
JFK?
He knew a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I would love to hear about who he thinks really killed him.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Something like a JFK or a LBJ or something.
What if you got to see JFK and be told JFK who killed him? Mm-hmm. And he would be
LBJ, Lyndon B. Johnson, right?
Yeah.
Not LeBron James.
LeBron James. LeBron would be a fun dinner guest, but I don't think I would I just want to
I don't think he would be that fun.
I think he would be fun. But I was just thinking exactly. I was thinking more if I would just say Kobe, I want to speak to Kobe. Oh,
Kobe would be such a good dinner guest.
Where honestly, it probably wouldn't be fun, but that's probably just gonna change my entire life. I'm going out there and I'm doing everything I can to better myself.
It's like meeting your heroes. Didn't we talk about this? You don't want to meet your heroes.
Yeah,
I feel
you definitely don't.
Because I feel like the reason you can obviously, but I feel like the reason you don't want to meet your heroes is because then it's they're a reality now. Yeah. And it's
it brings them to Earth.
Yeah, it brings them back down to reality.
Well, I met Joey Joey, and he was pretty cool. And you got to meet Action Bronson. He was pretty cool too.
Bronson. Yeah. Sorry. I thought, Leandro, I'm not gonna lie, when you made that face, and He was like, "You bring your heroes back down to earth." I thought that was just, and Leandro made a face. I thought that was like a reference to Kobe, and I'm like, "Oh God, bring him back down to earth." I'm like,
No,
"Fuck,
what
that's
the
fucked
hell?
up."
No.
No, I got
I
you.
never shamed the real like that.
You know the thing about Action Bronson is like I love him so much, and he's definitely one of my, I wouldn't say hero, but definitely an inspiration.
Right.
After meeting him, it definitely changed my opinion about him because I started to like kind of not listen to his music as much, and I kind of started to tolerate him in a different way. But what he's been able to do with his body is so fucking inspirational.
Yeah, seriously.
He's such a G.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's just those small daily effort and like.
Yeah, little gradual changes.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Oh my
I mean,
back.
I don't know though, because you know you listen to podcasts and stuff with people that you look up to, and then it's like, I like them even more.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I was gonna say
depends on the context, I guess.
Yeah, but you're not meeting them though. I feel
That's
like you know
true.
you're not like I met Mark Normand and I had like a whole. It was just a weird, awkward encounter with him after a show.
Yeah, I mean life's awkward. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Well, I got the kind of funny. You guys know.
Oh yeah,
This is
Greg Miller.
my favorite like podcast crew.
Right.
Yeah.
And I went to a meet and greet with them, which was actually I think a few days ago was like the 2-year anniversary or something like that. It was great meeting them. They were like really cool.
Yeah.
Like
Tim Geddes.
Yeah, Tim Geddes, and I didn't really get to talk to Greg, but you know Andy and Nick were so fucking cool. Like it was just honestly, it was like kind of just meeting. It was exactly like what you want, like meeting people that you listen and like spend like hundreds of hours listening to and talk and like even regurgitating the same shit, but it's always like it's always like something you look forward to in your day and stuff like that. And so actually meeting them and just seeing like, oh, like they're just as cool in person, and especially because it was like they're known on the internet, but not like insanely known.
Yeah.
So they were also just not only like at the bar with us, but like walking around and like going to the park, and it was just like different.
They were just
like,
chill people.
Yeah, they were just chill people.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's the future of celebrity. Is you have people who have these clusters of very diehard
dedicated,
fans,
yeah.
dedicated fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be scary though on the internet right now.
Right.
There's some weirdo shit out there with like fan bases.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this the other day. Of like, just like Bad Baby is now at $2 million on her OnlyFans, and she's like 18 years old. Like that's fucking insane. People were waiting for her to get to this point in her life. You know, like 30, 40-year-olds. It's fucking sick.
Some weirdo shit.
And a lot of people, I feel like they take the character of the person they're a fan of and they try to be it when the person who they're actually a fan of wouldn't actually do that.
Right.
You know? Well, most times, and not saying like for podcasters, but like celebrities are being something that they're not to put on a show. They're acting,
right?
No matter, even if they're not an actor or singer, like even if they're just like someone,
performance.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like the Kardashians, for example, or you mean like just anyone. They're just it's all a performance to keep people happy and buying money and buying things that are related to them or that they sponsor.
And because to me, like personally, it makes more sense when you're at that level of celebrity. Like you're putting on a face, but then like with stuff like Twitch. I think a lot of people don't realize like that a lot of these people are actually playing characters most of the time. Like they're like it may not be like an insane like elevation of themselves or something like that, but like they're not like you kind of have to play up a part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. You have to stand out.
Yeah, exactly. XQC. Well, I don't know. That's debatable. He might actually just be an idiot, but like there's levels to this shit.
Mizkif is one of those people for sure who's like an actor. Like he's definitely over the top actor.
Yeah. I mean, I think like one of the first people to like open my eyes to that on Twitch was this girl Casey Tron, who's like this known like female league player, but she was straight dog shit on stream, and like she would ham it up so hard, but like people thought that like she was just that bad and like just trying to like kind of show her tits before that was even popular on Twitch and shit like that, and like she was just baiting people to donate to her to like shit on her gameplay.
Yeah,
but she's just making money from it, and like and
it's good life.
But. And now that's like a way more common thing you see on Twitch nowadays.
It's like a genre.
What a pioneer.
Yeah, like, she really is, honestly.
Like, I would be so open to, like, any girl, like, in a relationship or not, married, girlfriend, if I had kids, if they were just a streamer who got guys who were idiots enough to, like, dumb enough to send her money online.
Yeah,
like, I find that crazy.
Yeah,
like
a lot of them don't even get nude. It's
most of them do not do anything close to it, right?
These dudes are Degens. Like, you can show a little bit of skin and they're gonna bust a nut.
Yeah.
So like, and it's all like because of Twitch chat and like donos and stuff like that. They think that they could be a lot closer to these girls than they actually are.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. It's like it's some next level shit because like essentially you're on a campsite.
Yeah.
That's not showing ass and tits when you could just go to a campsite and do the same thing you're doing, but actually see some ass and tits. It's so weird.
It's so odd. Very strange times.
Yeah.
I saw this post recently on Reddit. I don't remember what it was talking about, but some guy commented like, "Oh, I have to shave," and then like, he was like, it was like, edit. All right, stop fucking sending me dick pics. I'm a guy. I was talking about my balls. So like the second they think that you might be a girl, they're already like on it.
It's so bad. God, that's just like.
There's really a whole cluster of people out there who actually just act like that, though. It's so unfortunate. They're just products of the internet, man.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder what those people are like in real life, though. I think
school shooters. Like, I mean, like that's
you'll probably never meet these people, honestly.
It might be like a dual personality kind of thing, though.
Yeah, that too. Like they could be just like
normal every day.
The person you see across in your cubicle.
Yeah.
And when you get home, it's just full degen hours.
Yeah.
Well, now
what deprived people, man.
So I mean, the last year has kind of created so many more of those people.
Oh, 100%. Like this is, I think, this past year is the preview into our future, where like things are even more like at home than ever.
That's scary.
I can see it.
I enjoy. I've been trying to make such an effort to going outside, just because like I realized how easy it is to do everything just from home. You know, working out, ordering in, work in general, hanging out with friends. I mean, you can even like grocery shop from home and everything. Like this is just we've been using Amazon Fresh for a while. That shit is crazy.
So
whatever. Shout out Nix. Thank you for being our first guest, dude.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
This is mad funny.
Yeah.
Can I give a little shout out?
Yo, dude, you want to plug whatever you want?
Can I plug? Oh, okay. I'll plug Grompton Discord.
That'd be crazy.
Shout outs to the Grompton Discord.
You got it going.
That's my one plug. That's all I got.
Nice. Good plug.
And fuck no sleep cards.
Wait, what was it that you said in the first episode?
I said Avery and Steve.
No, you said no sleep packs or something like that.
No sleep openings.
Shout out no sleep cards.
No sleep breaks. Yeah.
Shout out no sleep breaks. Shout out no sleep cards. Steven, you a bitch.
I second that.
All right. Good talk, boys.